What's going on, Independence family? This is Andy Royalty, physical therapist with a Royal Treatment. And in this week's episode, we're going to discuss the newest addition to the Independence family, the Theragun Elite, the benefits of percussion therapy, as well as common muscular restrictions in the golfer that they could benefit from. Stay tuned. All right, so this is the Theragun Elite. It's an amazing percussion tool. It's great for being able to just do massage on yourself. You don't need anybody else to do it on you. And the other thing that's great about this is that you can connect this straight to your phone via Bluetooth. There's a bunch of videos in the app on different muscle groups that you can do, as well as you can actually control the oscillating speed via the app as well. You can control it here, but it goes up by certain increments. So the app can actually give you a specific number if you want to be able to set the oscillating speed at a certain level to 2,400 oscillations per minute. The other part that's really good about this is that you can use different heads on it. So this one's a pretty soft head, but you can easily take them off and put them back on. They have different size heads with different pointiness to provide different pressures on smaller muscle groups. And overall, this is a great device. I really enjoy using it. All right, guys, so some of the benefits to utilizing percussion therapy is it decreases muscle tension by increasing blood flow to the area. Okay, so if the muscle's really tight, it's going to actually push blood flow away from that muscle. And once the percussion occurs over the muscle, it actually gets the muscle to relax. And when it relaxes, it allows blood flow to come and flush out all those waste products that are given off by the toned muscle. Okay? So some of the common muscle groups that get pretty tight in golfers are the pecs can get pretty tight, especially if you're bending forward and you have that C or that S posture that we talked about before, where all those muscles in the front of the chest and the pecs just get really restricted and tight. So one of the things that you can do is be able to use this on the pecs. So I'm going to have Drew be my subject here. So you're just going to let the arm relax, Drew, and then we turn it on. We're going to start with a light oscillation, 1750, and we're just going to go right over that pec area. And there's videos on the app that can show you exactly where you need to place it. But this is a common area around the pec area. It's just getting the muscle on a little bit of stretch and then being able to provide that percussion right through that muscle. Okay. The next muscle group that can get pretty tight on golfers are the paraspinal muscles through the thoracic spine and the lumbar spine. So Drew, I'm going to have you lay on your stomach. Go ahead and lay with your face down. Perfect. So the next group, you want to be careful when you're doing the spine because right in the middle is actually where the bones are. So it's not going to feel super comfortable because there's just ligaments and bones right over the spinous processes of the spine. But on either side, about a finger width to 3 finger widths on either side, you'll feel those paraspinal muscle groups. So that's another area to be able to do because you're always rotating as a golfer, stand over the ball, a lot of those muscles can get pretty tight. So you're just going to go on either side. That might be a little aggressive. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. But Drew, how does that feel?
Awesome.
Okay, 2 thumbs up, all right? So we're just going to go on the thoracic spine and then work our way down into the lumbar spine. And when you're doing this, you can actually do it for anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes, really as tolerated. But if you're doing it for the first time, I would definitely go light. I wouldn't press hard into the muscle. I would just kind of lay it on top and let it do its percussion. And then I would start with like 1 to 2 minutes. See how you feel the next day. You can get a little bit of soreness. And then you can progress up to 5 to 10 minutes based on your comfort level, okay? Another muscle group that's really important in golfers are the glutes and those what we call deep hip external rotators, okay? If those muscles get tight, we're not going to be able to rotate that pelvis very well. We're going to lose a lot of power, and we're going to have a lot of mishits. So when these muscles in the back get really tight, it actually limits your ability to internally rotate the hip. So the next muscle group we're going to work on are those glutes and those deep hip external rotators. So I'll just bend his knee and then I'll turn it on and then we'll rotate the hip in and out by putting the percussion right around the glute area. And you'll be able to feel like when you hit a spot that kind of feels a little tender, but slash feels kind of good, then you can kind of stay on that point and just internally, externally rotate that hip like that, okay? And you can get your significant other to do this for you. But those are the three muscle groups that I would concentrate on if you're a golfer. Obviously, you can do some other muscle groups that feel tight. But what's great about this is if you are an Independence member, you can get this device for 20% off. So see Jess Moneymaker in the Pro Shop, and she'll be more than happy to set you guys up for being able to get this at 20% off. Y'all have an awesome week.